Welcome to former Hall 7, which is also known as 30 Nanyang Link. The 30 Nanyang Link is actually the address of this particular hall, but now the address is given its name. Before construction of the new halls, that is Graduate Hall 1, Graduate Hall 2, the Saraka Hall, it was known as the Hall 7. It is also written Hall of Residence 7, but after the construction it is known as former Hall 7. And when you will select when you will go through the process of hall selection, that is the hostel selections, during your admission process, you will see this hall listed as and named as 30 Nanyang Link, so do not confuse. So let's go. This side is the function hall, which was previously used as a badminton court, but now you can maybe by authorities' permission you can use it for some dance rehearsal or something like that. This is a delivery point of food and other parcel. Here food is kept. It's like parcel collection point, and of course there is a vending machine. And a very important and unique thing about this hall is it has a squash court, which none other hall has. Just a minute, I will give the access. It always requires access. This is the squash court. So if you're a squash player, do bring your rackets. Thing which former Hall 7 has is the TT table. This room was first used as a gym. As you can see, some gym equipment already here, but now it is used as a TT room. It has AC in it, and you are provided with the equipments as well. So you can just come in, hang out with the friends, play with friends, which I always do. Now going to the main block. This is the main admin area you can see, because on the left you can find the admin office, which is you only open on Tuesdays and Thursday on unusual days, but when the admission is going on, when the students are coming in, it's every day open, but for a very short period of time. And yes, there is one more thing about you should always remember of all the hostels. There is something known as key fobs. This is basically RFID keys, which has to be renewed every week, or else you will lose access to any for everything, because it is required for washrooms, and I will show you that also. This is a small view of here you can see the letter boxes for each and every room for all of this all the blocks. This is the view of the main office, and the above is the reading room. Which also requires access from the key fob. It's just like the reading room which we saw at Graduate Hall 2. It's a comparatively less, it is smaller, but yes, it has AC in it, proper furniture to study, but only negative or minus point which I say in it is lack of charging ports. anyway. But yes, if you want to like study with your books and all those things, it's the place you can come to. And again, this has Wi-Fi access, but other rest places do not have Wi-Fi access in any of the hall. At the main building of this hall, you also have a printing room which have this kind of timings, open at 9 a.m. and closes at 12 in the midnight. Again, it has a color printer also, and the rate over here is 0.4 cents per page, black and white. It's pretty costly than India, I know, but yeah, you don't have any option here. So yeah, this kind of facilities is available in every hall, but not in Maple, because Maple is not part of NTU, it's a private hall. About security, here security is not 24/7 and that does not mean that this is less secured area, because in the day actually there is no need for that, because people are in here pretty honest and good about all these things, about the security and things. But in night, from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. or I guess 7 a.m. in the morning, the security is there overnight, and on through all the roads of the campus there is like patrolling going on continuously. So yes, Singapore is secured, but NTU is more secured. So you can go for a walk at 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, and you are just okay. You don't have to fear anything. After all, it's Singapore. This hall has 4 blocks, as you are already seen in the previous scene, that it has 4 blocks from 36 to 40. This is block number 36, this is block number 37, that is 38, and that side, the farthest one, that is 39, and this is the 40. Each block has lounge, and by lounge what I mean is this small tent like house like thing. You just go in there. This does not require any kind of access, and as you can read, there is AC in here, but it is available from 7 p.m. to 12 midnight only. So in this lounge, you will get a dining table kind of thing, a proper sofa set where you can chill with your friends. Often people have here like parties, get-togethers. The other day, me and my friends were playing cards in here, and yes, it has Wi-Fi in here. So yes, so you have to understand one thing: in rooms you won't get Wi-Fi, at general places you won't get Wi-Fi, but places like lounge, reading room, you will get Wi-Fi. Now let's move to the pantry. In each block there is one pantry, and that is at the level 1. Here level 1 is the ground floor, and pantry looks like this. It has one induction, one microwave oven, a proper place for washing dishes, and hot boiling water, and of course a proper sitting area and a dustbin. And next, going to the laundry room, which also requires key fob access. It again has same 3 washing machines, each of $1, and 2 dryers, each of $1. And you also get a press in here. This is from the laundry room. And one more interesting thing about this hall, and each and every hall has this thing, is that for washrooms also you need key fob to enter, else you cannot. So mind this is a very important thing which you don't want to lose. Also, beside the laundry room, here is a special drying area, because in Singapore rain is very often, so you need a covered drying area like this. So this is the drying area. This kind of drying area is not there in the newer halls. It's only in this kind of old halls. This is the lobby. An interesting thing which I like is this particular open space, and this benches which this hall only has, because with the other halls, what problem is with other old halls I'm seeing that they are on a steps. They are not on like a flat land like this. They are like very on steps, so these kind of facilities may not be there. But since this hall is particularly on flat land, you can see all this amazing scenery all over and all these facilities. And here, as I told already, that the ground level here is referred as level 1 in all over Singapore. So this is level 1, level 2, level 3, and on that level, there is my room, which we are heading towards next for the room tour. Right now on level 3, and mind you, this hall and all the blocks of this hall do not have lifts, as it only has 4 floors or 5 levels. So when you move in, you should have friends to help you with the weight of your big luggage. So this is my room number 685. Welcome. So here in the previous hall you saw that these 2 beds were differentiated with a washroom in middle, but here in this particular hall you do not have private washrooms, you have a communal washroom. So starting with the room tour, you get a desk like this, properly, a lot of storage space in here, proper desk, upper cabinet, wardrobe, another space which I use something like trash or some extra material. And most important, you get 1, 2, 3 and 4, total 4 charging points, and 1 Ethernet point. So even in our room we don't have Wi-Fi, as I told you earlier, NTU Wi-Fi, but my friend have brought, my roommate have brought a Wi-Fi. So because of that, me and my friend enjoy Wi-Fi in this room. So if you're planning to move into NTU, into some kind of this kind of hostels, then you should bring your own Wi-Fi router, so that you will be able to access to Wi-Fi very easily. And yes, there are this kind of lamps, study lamps. Oops. Yeah, this kind of study lamps. And this is a bulletin board. You can like stick your notes over here. A proper storage space beneath the bed as well, which I have utilized very well. And beautiful scenery. And as you are already noticing, we have a lawn tennis court in our hall also. So we have some distinguished facilities which other halls don't have. That's why I like my hall very much. People usually say that this hall is not favorable because it is a hall without aircon, that is without AC. But there is a trick. If you leave your window open like this and your door open, because of the cross ventilation, you will never even feel the heat. It's so awesome in here. And because you are at level 3, that is at second floor, the wind circulation is very nice, and you get this kind of scenery to see, which gets you relaxed on your very hectic day when you're preparing for your exams or doing some projects. It's very cool in here. Oops, my door got locked. And also here you have to clean by yourself. There is again no cleaning lady or cleaning person who will come, so you have to keep your room neat and tidy by all yourself. That's why me and my roommate have brought this, and sometimes we borrow that from the cleaning ladies to swipe our room clean. Also, we get separate shoe stands for our for the room, so that you don't have to keep your shoes inside your room and waste the space. I will give you a quick tour of the washroom. Since it's a communal washroom, it is cleaned by the cleaners almost every day. We have like 2 toilets and 2 shower rooms. This is the total washroom with all the proper facilities you may require. A benefit of living in here, of not having private washroom, is you don't have to clean it. So that is added benefit. One thing that I have noticed in particular is that even though the area of the room is small, but since there is no washroom in middle, the rooms feel spacious, which is a very nice thing for me, and it's very important for me as well. It is which you may have noticed in previous halls, it's not that spacious, and you have to clean less because there is kind of cost cutting also, since you don't have any kind of private washroom, so you don't have to invest in the cleaning products in there, the brushes, and you don't have to also invest in the hand sanitizer, hand soap, and all those things. So it is like saving your time and saving your money also. So these are the reasons, because the kind of facilities we get in here, the kind of spacious this particular hall is with all this kind of beautiful scenery. I will recommend you, if you get this kind of hall, this hall 13 Nanyang Link or the former hall 7, if you're able to get it, grab it, because it's a very nice hall. And the buildings you can see in there, they are the South Spine. Those are the buildings of South Spine. By South Spine, I mean those are the academic complexes where classes takes place. So the previous hall which I have shown, from there the walk, it's almost 25 minutes walk for the main from the academic blocks. So but from here it's just 10 minutes walk, and if sometimes the buses routes, you have to wait for a longer time, you may get late for the class. But when you are staying in here, you can just rush towards it by walk, and you will reach there in time for sure. For all these reasons, I recommend you this kind of hall, because you get to see this all day long. Now next we will go to the Maple. Other than the drying area at level 1, you get this kind of space in the hallway as well, in front of your room. Like, this is my room, so in front of it I have this drying area where I can like hang clothes, but it's not that reliable because it's not covered, it's open, and when the sky is dark, clothes are going to get wet. That's it. I just love this hall. That's the end of this video. Then the final and the third video of this playlist will be about Maple. You'll see this kind of board everywhere in the NTU campus, and if you feel the need of these kind of contacts, you will always have it handy. Even in the rooms, you have this kind of information at the back of your door. In every hall, again in every NTU hall, not in Maple. Maple is all different story. This type of bicycle parking is there in every hall again, and it is promoted here in Singapore that you should use bicycles and public transport rather than owning a car by yourself. So if you are able to, you can buy a cycle over here and use it, but I would recommend not, because if you are in this particular halls, former hall 7, then the North Academic block or the North Spine or South Spine is pretty close. There is no need of this, and for going around the campus, university buses are best, and those are free. And on these university buses, about what are the routes, timings and all these things, there will be a separate video on this.